From the Home Slice News Center, this is the Daily Slice for Tuesday, November 8th, 2022. I'm D. Ray Knight. This is what's going on. Today is Election Day across the nation and the state of South Dakota with several key races on the ballot. Voters today will select from 3 candidates running for governor. They are incumbent Republican Kristi Noem, Democrat Jamie Smith, and Libertarian Tracy Quint. Running for the South Dakota Senate seat are Republican incumbent John Thune, Democrat Brian Bangs, and Libertarian Tamara Lesner. Running for the South Dakota House seat are Republican incumbent Dusty Johnson and Libertarian Colin Duprell. There are also a number of state legislative races on the ballot today and 2 ballot measures. Initiating Measure 27 calls for the legalization of recreational marijuana. If approved, it would legalize possession of up to 1 ounce of marijuana for adults aged 21 and older. Also on the ballot is Constitutional Amendment D, which would expand Medicaid if approved. By expanding Medicaid, the state would include anyone between the ages of 18 and 65 who makes 138% or less of the federal poverty line. Polls are open today from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And remember, bring an ID along with you when you're going to vote. Rapid City's efforts to improve race relations will receive national recognition. Amy Rose has the story.
The public and private relationship and efforts of Rapid City's Human Relations Commission and MOA ambassadors to improve racial relations in the community are being recognized nationally this week. The National Humanities Alliance, or NHA, has invited a delegation from HRC and MOA to attend the Alliance's conference this week in Los Angeles. Rapid City is one of 3 cities participating in an NHA case study. As part of the conference, Rapid City's delegation will participate in a panel to discuss how the HRC and MOA partnership has been utilized to initiate projects, community discussions, and other efforts working to develop and improve racial relations in the community.
In national and international news, months of campaigning are culminating in midterm elections that will decide control of Congress and top governorships. Tuesday's vote potentially will help shape economic policy, access to abortion, and even how elections are held, all while testing the political strength of President Joe Biden and his predecessor, Donald Trump. With polls open across the country, neither Biden nor Trump is on the ballot, but key race outcomes will nonetheless be widely read as whether voters approve of the Democratic president's first 2 years and if they're willing to support a Republican Party the former president has increasingly molded into his own image. Last night's record Powerball drawing has been delayed. Amy Rose has the details.
The Multi-State Lottery Association says the Powerball drawing was delayed, and it's likely that the results won't be known until later Tuesday. The record-breaking $1.9 billion Powerball drawing scheduled for Monday night was delayed because a participating lottery had issues processing sales. In a statement, the lottery says Powerball requires all 48 participating lotteries to submit their sales and play data prior to the winning numbers being selected. Once Powerball receives the outstanding submission, the drawing can proceed. The winning numbers and recorded video of the drawing will be posted to the Powerball website and YouTube channel. The game is played in 45 states, as well as Washington, D.C., Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands.
Now the latest on the war in Ukraine. Ukraine's president has hinted at the possibility of peace talks with Russia. That's a shift from his earlier refusal to negotiate with President Vladimir Putin that came on the eve of crucial elections in the U.S. Volodymyr Zelensky urged the international community late Monday to force Russia into real peace talks and listed his usual conditions for dialogue. Those are the return of all of Ukraine's occupied lands, compensation for damage caused by the war, and the prosecution of war crimes. That is a change in rhetoric from the man who in late September stated it was impossible to have talks with Putin. But since his preconditions appear to be non-starters for Moscow, talks seem unlikely. Your weather forecast from the Home Slice Weather Center. Mix of sun and clouds with a high of 45. Low tonight, 20. And that was your Daily Slice for Tuesday, November 8th, 2022. The Daily Slice is a production of Home Slice Media Group, hosted by D. Ray Knight with Amy Rose. Executive producer Mark Houston. Engineered by Chris Jacquez. I'm D. Ray Knight. Have a great day.